So I wanted to thank the co-sponsor. I mean, I appreciate working with Councilman Arthur, finding middle ground. I always applaud Councilman Arthur's willingness to discuss issues and work through them, and I'm grateful for his partnership. I'll also tell you personally that, I support a ceasefire and am heartbroken for the suffering in Gaza, Israel, and any other conflict zone in the world. I think ultimately, the concern that I have, and first of all, I would be glad to write a letter to Senators McConnell, Senators Paul, Congressman McGarvey, and would certainly encourage all of the 1,800 people and thousands more that feel passionate about this issue to do the same thing, to call Senator McConnell's office, to write Senator Paul a letter. In fact, I think that would be exponentially more impactful than a resolution from council. If thousands or tens of thousands of people were to reach out to those offices, I think that would have a significantly larger impact than anything that we would do here. I think really, to me, the simple fact is that nationalizing council, or in this case, internationalizing council, is not good policy. And I know that we passed a resolution on Ukraine, where I think there's a fundamental difference here, is that sometimes we have to take action on measures that disadvantage people in our community for a larger aim. Perhaps it's when we banned retail pet stores, or when we do work on the short-term rental legislation, or any other legislation that we have. There are people that are on one side of the issue, are on the other side of the issue, and that feel that they are somehow the loser of whatever that regulation or decision that we make is. The problem for me with this resolution, either because of what it is, what it was, or maybe what people perceive it to be that it never was, is it wades into an area where there have been thousands of years of conflict that is deeply personal to those involved. It's highly complex, deeply nuanced, and regardless of where anyone falls on the issue, trying to boil a position down on a complicated issue like this to a few paragraphs, I am sure is liable to be misunderstood or misinterpreted by some members of our city. And I think that they will feel that government doesn't speak for them, doesn't understand them, or oversimplifies a deeply divisive issue. In short, it's going to cause harm to some members of our community while not serving to accomplish anything. We ultimately have no say in federal policy, even less say in international policy. I think if passing this resolution ultimately led to a ceasefire, if we had a say in the matter at all, then I would agree that the debate is worth having, and that putting people on one side or another side of the issue has merit. But the simple fact is that no resolution by council will address this matter. And as such, I mean, I don't have a vote on this committee. I can't make the motion. But as such, I would ask my colleagues to table this resolution. And then let's work with people who are passionate to call Senator McConnell, to write letters to Senator Paul, and try to turn our attention to the area where we actually do have an impact. Thank you, Madam Chair.
May I respond directly, since he mentioned me?
Well, I guess so. It's going to be short.
Yes, ma'am. I'll just
Okay.
say that